Vites kutusundan herkese selam arkadaşlar. Bu videoda Cradle'ın 4. bölümdeyiz ve kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Geçtiğimiz bölümde Tabaha ile tanışmıştık. Tabaha'da İda gibi vücudunu değiştirmiş birisi. İda'nın biliyorsunuz lensi kırıktı. Lens almamız gerekiyordu. Tabaha da bize birkaç çiçek karşılığında lens getirecekti. Şimdi o çiçekleri toplayacağız. Hepsinin belli bir değeri var. O değere göre çiçek toplayacaktık. Şimdi çiçeklerle ilgili konuşacağız. İda ile bakalım neler gelecek konuşmalarda.
So, about the lens.
I already know. I heard your conversation. A lens in exchange for flowers.
He's an odd old man, fussy in matters of beauty.
Don't forget to take the device he mentioned with you.
Genometer? I don't even know what that is.
If I understood correctly, that's the heredity gauge. You can use it to find flowers with the purest DNA.
Very well. I'll figure it out.
Evet, sanırım gen metre bu arkadaşlar. O zaman hemen sana lensini alalım İda. Çiçek bahçesi sanırım Tabağ'la konuştuğumuz yere çok yakındı. Bu arada ne alacağım? Ona bir bakalım. 2 adet %70 kalıtım oranlı kırmızı gerbera. Bir tane %80 veya üzeri turuncu ve bir tane de %90 ve üzeri sarı. Peki.
The number on the chest is a personal heredity quotient. Everybody's got one, yourself included. It represents the degree of purity of your DNA. In other words, it's your value to society.
Yeni info. Tabağa sormuştuk. Göğsündeki sayı ne anlama geliyor? Bizimle dalga geçmişti. Gerçekten sen kafayı sıyırmışsın gibi bir şey demişti. Şimdi kırmızılar burada. Ne diyordu? %70 kalıtım oranlı 2 tane. Tamam, bakalım şöyle. Tamamen açılmamış. Tamamen açılmış lazım. Tamamen. Şurada bir tane gördüm sanki. %78. Bence işimizi görür. Yine gaza getirici bir müzik. Yani %70'ten daha çok değerli bir şey verdim. Bence kabul eder. Bir tane %80 veya üzeri turuncu. Çiçek topluyorum. Çok önemli bir görev. İda'nın lensini almam gerekiyor. %92 işimizi görür. Birazcık da sarı. Şurada. 90 üzeri. 90 ve üzeri. 90 da olurmuş. %29 olmadı. Yerde duranlar açık oluyor. Yere daha yakın olan agalar. 84. O ne lan? Yine şu siyah şeyler. Dayı bir sal ya. Şöyle dur. Ya bir git. Sen nasıl şey yapıyorsun onu da bilmiyorum da. Bize nasıl bir zararın oluyor? İki kişi oldular. Aynen git oralarda takıl sen. Biz de işimize bakalım. Bir şeyler söylüyorlar ama kelime falan duyuyor gibiyim. 95. Bence işimizi gördü. Hadi gidip deneyelim. Moğol çadırımıza geri geldik. Selamun aleyküm. Merhaba. Yeni görev eklendi. Çiçekleri bitki kopyasını oluştur. Oluşturayım. Allah Allah. Şeytan icadı ya. Hele bakım. Bunu aldık. Aldım. Kabul ettim. Aldım, kabul ettim. ...95 ha. Tam kalite ha. Biz işimizi sağlam yaparız aga. Evet. Bitki kopyalarını paketle. Paketledim. Paketledim. Bir daha mı yerleştireceğim? Paket derken. Ha. Peki. Böyle paketleniyormuş. İda ile konuş.
You know, I was thinking I can ask Tabaha to help you with the evacuation.
No, Anabish. That's a bad idea. Until I've checked the number of my neurocopy, nobody must know about me.
Why is that number so important?
Because I'm not sure of my authenticity. We don't know where my neurochip was before making its way to you. If I'm a duplicate, then I'll simply be arrested at the first registration.
Well, all right. It's your call. So, let's check your number.
Nothing on that front either. I found a list of the amusement park's employees, but for some reason, my name isn't on it. But I'm sure I used to work here. I need more particulars about the park, anything at all.
My memories are fragmented and don't tell me anything.
But you remembered something, yes? Tell me.
Well, I remember that all kids would undergo a transfer after the show. I don't know why.
Undergo a what?
A mirror transfer. That's what the procedure of transferring consciousness into a mechanical body is called. Meaning, the kids would leave the Gerbera garden in M bodies.
Strange is the word.
And another thing, their age. These kids were really young, around 5, 6 at the most.
What's odd about their age?
They were way too young for a transfer. Little kids don't get their bodies replaced, but they did here for whatever reason. And I played some kind of role in it. Only I don't remember what it was.
Maybe you'll remember more once your sight is back.
Maybe. If Tabaha makes good on his promise. And if there's a functioning look screen in the park.
Tell me more about this device. The look screen.
Do you mean
Ya
its
yine işte
purpose?
var ya, çok meraklısın her şeye ya.
Yes. How does this screen provide sight?
A look screen doesn't provide sight. Rather, it displays an image of eyes. I think it's used in a transfer somehow, but I don't recall exactly how. I'll try to remember while you're out.
I'm on my way. Which pavilion should I look in?
The second. And don't forget
Don't forget what?
the box with the phytocopies.
Help me understand something.
What?
Why is it illegal to transfer children?
I'm not sure. I think that it has to do with their nervous system, its development. Doing a transfer before it's fully formed is dangerous.
Got it.
Kesinlikle.
Did you bring what I asked?
Help me understand something.
What?
Çocuk zaten oğlum, yani anlaman gerekir.
You said these were 5-year-old kids, right?
I don't remember their exact age, but they looked no older than 5, maybe 6.
And their new bodies, were they similarly small?
No. Nobody even manufactured children's M bodies. There were only 2 standard models, adult and teenager. Children were transferred into teenage bodies. When leaving the Gerbera garden, they looked around 15.
Not the coziest garden imaginable.
Son bir soru.
Did you bring what I asked?
Help me understand something.
What?
Whose eyes are on your look screen?
Mine. The same eyes I was born with. The same shape and proportions. Everything is stored in the genochip, my entire DNA.
Got it.
Teşekkür ederim. İkinci pavyonu ara. Kutuyu şeye vermeyecek miyiz Tabaha'ya? Neyse. Yani bakın arkadaşlar, yine çocukları suistimal ediyorlar. Metal Gear Rising'de de böyle bir durum söz konusuydu. Neyi istiyorsunuz bu çocuklardan? Anlamıyorum ki kardeş. Neyse, şimdi ikinci pavyona gideceğiz. Nasıl parkur? Gidiyoruz. Gerbera. Küp var. İkinci pavyon. Oğlum pavyon denmez ki ya. Sanırım yukarıda. Şöyle bir dışarıya bakmak istiyorum. Düşmem değil mi lan?
You wanted to know about the look screen. When you undergo a transfer, you put your palm over the palm of your future body and look into its eyes. It's like looking into a mirror. But this part is crucial. The transfer can't happen without it. Then you're immersed into a kind of peculiar state when you see yourself from the side. On a signal, you push off with your palm and a mirror appears between you. And then you're alone again, in your new body.
Vay be.
I see you. Opening.
Dur ablacığım bir dakika. Hemen buraya geleyim. Evet bakalım bu sefer nasıl bir oyun oynayacağız. Umarım kolay bir oyundur. Yoksa çok sinirlenirim. Pavyon. Bir çocuk oyun parkında pavyonculuk oynuyoruz. Aman aman nereye geldik? Daha demin evdeydik. Biz bunun için çiçekleri boşuna mı topladık? 30 pembe küp topla. Küpleri yükselen akıma at. Gri blokları yok etmek için bombaları kullan. Pembe küpü kırmızı ile beraber. Tamam. Bu sefer pembe küp toplayacağız. Yani şunlar. Atıyorum baba. Dayı sen bir git. Bu ne lan? Aa, bunlar da böyleymiş ha. Peki senin bu da şey yapıyormuş. Patlatmak yerine bombayı kendisini blok yapıyor. Aslında benim işime gelir bir bakıma. Olabildiğince çabuk iş bitirmek istiyorum. Envanterimde yer yok. Lan nereye? Yolla baba. Hoppa. Nerede? Hayda. Bir şey olmaz. Al seni. Bu ne lan? Hayır. Abicim yapma ya. Ben bu blokları nasıl kıracağım? Bomba yok ki. Hani bomba? Bu mu bomba? Hani oğlum bomba? Bomba nerede abicim? Ben bomba bulamadım. Şunları toplayalım. Ben senin... Neyse. Az kaldı. Evet. Görev tamam. Aynen aynen. Aynen. Ama bomba nerede, bir göremedim bak. Neyse aga, bizlik bir şey yok. Şimdi gidiyor muyuz? Kaydıraktan atlayacağız herhalde. Tabaha'dan lensi al. Tamam. Neredeydi bizim giriş? Burada. Tabaha'da gelir.
I told you about the mirror between you and your former body. So, the mirror is turned on at the exact moment when your former body loses its original's right. It is concealed to keep you from seeing your face as it's put to death. The reason is that sometimes there are involuntary, mimicking contractions that resemble a smile. Obviously, that is something best left unseen.
Vay be arkadaş. Tabaha, selam aleyküm. Aynı anda geldik. Ha, kasket giymiş, bak başlık giymiş.
If you got a death wish, why would you go there?
Where?
Oh, nowhere. Did you bring the flowers?
Here you go.
Atta boy. Here is your lens. My word is my bond. I'm not even going to ask what you want with it. I don't know what's going on in your head today. And I don't want to know.
Tabaha, what do you know about this amusement park?
Stay away from it if you know what's good for you. Why do you think it's been fenced off? Because you shouldn't go in there. You'll be better off.
You must remember something. Tell me.
Think, man. I wasn't even around back then. There was an amusement park. And I guess someone must have exploded in there. Am I supposed to remember every explosion that ever happened? All I know is this damn poison-filled behemoth has been standing there for 20 years now. And nobody ever gave a crap. But suddenly you do. Why?
I'm curious. It's just so... strange.
Sure it is. But why do you care? What are you after?
I want to know why kids were undergoing transfers.
If they were, then there was a reason for it. Why does that even surprise you? It's just a regular mirror transfer.
But Tabaha, they don't do transfers to kids.
To ordinary kids, they don't. These kids, they might not have been all that ordinary. I saw them once at an airport, with their teachers. I remember those kids standing there all pale and silent. It was forbidden to talk to them. So there.
At an airport? Where were they coming from?
From all over. They were being brought here from all corners of the world.
What's so special about these parts?
Damned if I know. There used to be some kind of station here. A polar station. They were researching something.
Polar?
I think that's what they called it. It didn't interest me in the slightest.
Tabaha, I've got a request for you.
Let me guess. You want me to dig up everything there is to know about the Gabera Garden, am I right?
Only what happened on the day of the explosion.
Jeez, Anabish. Won't you just forget about this damn garden? Fine, I'll look into it.
Thanks, Tabaha.
All right, I've got a roll. Last thing I need is to rack up airs and lose my wits. You know how vulnerable I am to that stuff. I may look calm and collected, but I've got crazy energy and passion for life.
You look just plain odd. Those glasses and nose.
These glasses are one of a kind. You couldn't get them in your wildest dreams. But I got them at half price. That's because I'm a high roller, while you'll be chasing such luxuries all your life.
please, don't forget about my request.
Haydi kolay gelsin. Hayırlı işler. Lens ve görüş ekranını İda'ya götür. Haydi hayırlı işleri anlaşmaları kolay gelsin. Ben de gideyim. Evet. Önceki oyundan daha kolaydı bence. Ama sanırım alıştığımız için. Aynı mantık yani. Aa, Ognos gelmiş. Hoş gelmişsin. Nasılsın? Hava karardı la. Yemeğini yiyor.
Did you bring what I asked?
Yeah.
I did.
The look screen as well?
The look screen and the lens. Let's connect them.
Disconnect the broken look screen. The input is inside, right behind it. Install the lens first, and then my eyes.
And then your eyes.
Pekala, yapıyorum. Bunu bırakıyorum şöyle. Ne kadar değişik ya. Hayırlı olsun. İyi misin?
Well? How's your vision? Is it working?
Yes. I just...
What?
Nothing. It's fine. My eyesight is back, thank you.
What happened? Did you remember something?
Yes, actually, I did. I know now why I wasn't on that list.
Why weren't you?
I wasn't on staff. I would come to the Gerbera garden with the kids and go back with the same group, meaning I wasn't a full-time employee. I merely accompanied the children.
Tabaha said those kids were accompanied by teachers.
Those weren't teachers. It was psychologists that accompanied them. I'm a children's psychologist.
Why the need for a psychologist at an amusement park?
Edebish, this is not an amusement park at all. Those kids didn't come here for entertainment. They were gravely ill and were brought here for treatment. The Gerbera garden was a clinic.
Yapma ya.
What were they treated for?
Some kind of psychological disorder. Quite severe, often fatal. But it's hard to say exactly what it was. I can't recall.
You mean the transfer was their therapy?
One part of it, yes. There was a whole set of measures. Body replacement was the final phase of the therapy. We also searched for parts and staged plays. They too were part of the treatment.
Plays? What kind of plays?
I remember this one episode. There was a vessel in front of the stage, kind of like a bathtub.
It's still there. I saw it.
Well, the kids would put M-body parts in it. Each one would bring their own part from the pavilion and put it into the bathtub. And as it filled up, the MC would combine all the parts into a single body.
Oh, wow.
And what happened then?
And then there was a cloud of steam. The body would be quickly, imperceptibly replaced with a young woman's, and she would pick up the lead. She would fight some giant head. And then something else would happen. I can't remember all the details.
And the cubes? Were they also part of the treatment?
The cubes, the flower beds, even the height of the pavilions. All were deliberate, mandatory elements of the same therapy. The Gerbera garden was constructed specifically for those children. It was the only means of treating their illness, peculiar though it may have been.
The illness must have been peculiar to match.
It's still hard for me to imagine what it might have been, but those kids, they evoked more than just compassion. There was something else. some other complicated, ambiguous feeling.
Tabaha's right. Those kids were unusual.
Yes, and the amusement park was as well. Which means all arrivals had to be registered, myself included. I'll try to look for some kind of visitor's logbook
Or what?
Ne oldu?
What is it?
my battery. It's nearly discharged.
Bad news. I need you to make sense of all this.
In that case, Anabish, you'll need to play with those cubes some more.
Sure thing, Ida. I'll play. Which pavilion?
A moment. Hands, wrists. There, the fuel cell. 10th pavilion.
Help me understand something.
What?
You mentioned original's right. What is that?
That's a right to bear identity. When a new M body is activated during a transfer, it is also bestowed original's right, thus acquiring an identity. At that very moment, the former body loses this right and is destroyed.
Allah.
Destroyed? Why?
I'm not sure. Perhaps to ensure the two never communicate.
Why? What would happen if they communicate?
I can't be sure. That's a rare occurrence. I believe the consequences are rather strange. I don't know how to explain it.
Got it.
Senin de şarjın bitti ama vallahi bizim de şarjımız bitti. Biz de bir yatalım arkadaşlar. Nasıl yatılıyordu lan? Şuraya mı yatılıyordu? Aynen. Biz de bir yatalım. Şekerleme. Yine bazı görüntüler gördük. Bu sefer uçan arabalar gördük. Uçan taşıtlar. Selamünaleyküm. Evet arkadaşlar. Uyandık. 25 Temmuz 2076 Cumartesi. Evet. Şimdi bir sonraki bölümde Luna Parkı'na gideceğiz. 10. pavyonda bu sefer Ida için neydi? Yeni bir batarya alacağız. Bakalım başımıza neler gelecek. O zamana kadar bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek dileğiyle. Kendinize iyi bakın ve hoşça kalın.